Peace, 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 and blessings. Let's just breathe. I love hearing the birds in the rising. First, set intentions. I'll give gratitude to Source, to the Creator, all that is, and give gratitude, set intentions for all souls that will be drawn to this video, hundreds and millions and around the world that will be attracted. Shay, we put it out there. Send love and light to all. May this touch you and resonate with you in your soul and guide you to the light within yourself. So it is, and so it is, and so it is. So I've been up a little early. I always get up early, and again, it's like the soul, something within me. It's like I'm laying there, like, what am I gonna speak today? What am I gonna say today? Oh my goodness, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna speak on? I actually do like to sit comfortably. Okay, all right. I just want to put some on my bag so I get going. Okay, yeah. Man, how do you even really prepare for these videos? It's not really something you prepare for. It's truthfully in this moment, it's the surrenderance and trusting that we are exactly where we're supposed to be. A lot of things are being released. A lot of things we're facing and releasing in this moment, and also preparing for, it's like our destiny. We can seem like we're at a crossroad in our lives for a lot of us. Some of us are in a butterfly state. This is in like a mental, awareness, a spiritual awareness, and it's like we're preparing physically. The world is shifting, and the whole everything is shifting. And when I say a shift is among us, it's that a lot of us know that we had to go through a lot of what we may call the dark night of the soul, or having to do what some may call the shadow work, or learn how to transmute or alchemize that darkness into light, so now we can become those teachers, or future teachers, future artists, innovators, everything. Okay, Spirit. There's so much more that I would like to share on so many topics. Let's see here. You were sent here specifically for this purpose. Yes, you. You. Me too. We all were sent here for this purpose. You're like, what? Yeah, you had to go through an experience with you may call it hardship, you may call it this pain, you may call it, basically, you had to experience this dark, these dark, can seem, these moments and experience for you to get this awareness now on what you're here to do, being a part of the ascension, and helping the earth, or Mother Gaia, or this universe elevate into a collective consciousness, meaning, collectively we are in this together, and we are all a part, or little specks, or little drops in the oceans that are leading right to one place. And that one place, that source, is love. So this is why the ego, what we're seeing in the lower dimensions, the ego is dissolving. And now we're seeing how much more we are all connected. So it's like, people like, am I going crazy? What's going on? I'm able to hear this. I'm seeing all these signs, these numbers, all these things. Yes, you are. This has been going on since maybe you were a kid. This has probably been going on for lifetimes. Now you're here. Welcome. Oh, truthfully. Oh, and then I look to my right, or look to this side, and I see this beautiful picture of Ilea, which reminds me is that I spoke on about how our kids are, these kids or these souls are lent to us. They're not given to us. Spirit wants me to speak on that. Like this judgment, this divine judgment, it's like we're all in integrated in this. We're all a part of this divine judgment upon the earth right now. And this is happening through our experiences because we're coming into alignment. Our mind, our body, and our spirit or soul are coming into alignment to what we're here to do. And so that means that if it's, I'll speak for myself. I've learning about this experience. I see why some of my ancestors, and again, these can be ancestors from everywhere. We are connected to so many things. We are many things. Some may say multidimensional. We are many things. I realize some of my ancestors were nomads, so I see why I traveled a lot. I see why I never liked to stay in one place. Or I will always sense that there was a warning or something that would happen. That being said, a lot of us here, like, I don't like per se using the word Indian because that's a title, and people from India are technically Indian. So indigenous people or Niji, or in a sense the Incas, the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Olmecas, names that, again, these ancient names, or, learning about these civilizations here and realizing like these, even though we're still in this day of age, those things don't go away. And that means like of the spirit, that's again, how we got to this place, and then why we're who we are. And see, I realize that a lot of us, myself, is like growing up in households. I'm like, was it really such a bad thing moving around? But I realize I'm learning now is these things happen purposely. Um, so, and see, learning that as a child, or then again, when you're co-creating with someone, again, speaking on these children, a lot of these children are coming at a vibration. When I say vibration, they're coming in at a higher vibration. Because these children now, they're coming in, some of them are coming in, they're coming in pure. And see, some of the guardians and parents here, you've already experienced a lot of things to where like, okay, you feel that this is the way you're supposed to do something, when truthfully, or the divine didn't, it's not in divine will or alignment, where these mothers or fathers or these systems that have tried to divide and do everything to keep the family dynamic, or keep everything structured and keep everything in a place of being neutral or balanced or built off of love. So let me tell you, that is a lot of, I like to say, I like this. I use divine judgment and divine justice. You see, the divine justice comes from a higher power, a higher source that most are connected to, and know that this is why you're here to bring upon that divine justice and that divine movement. Something that cannot be, you know that in the spirit, you're untouchable. You know that this is what you're called to do, and it feels good when you do it. You knowing that you're helping another soul, you're sharing this, and it allows someone to liberate themselves. It allows someone to lead. It allows one to lead themselves to that place of forgiveness and keep their heart open. And so, speaking about the souls that are coming in, these children, a lot of them, people that know you have kids. A lot of them are not just kids. Let me tell you, some of them can be like old souls just like you. But again, they come in a higher vibration. And this vibration is in a sense of coming in a place of this purity. It's like a beacon of light. And this is to show you the essence of who you are. and then open your heart and then return to the essence of who we are chosen to be, who we are organically and authentically chosen to be, so that that brings a higher vibration to your experience, to create a harmonious and blissful experience. And see, it's so much of how um, the healing is taking place around the globe, around the world. It's not just here. As we heal and acknowledge and take accountability for our purpose here and what we're here to do, that brings a higher awareness to not only our purpose and soul, but to others. Everyone's not gonna like it. That's fine. Everyone's not going where you're going, and so the it's, oh my goodness, the world is such a vulnerable place right now. That's why it's so many things are so sensitive. And see, this is the spiritual warfare that's at play. It's that you can, it's so easily to get lured in or pulled into, you know, these social media outlets and these you know, so many things out here. It's so many things to be easily, to get easily attached to or distracted. So those that know what you're here to do, learn to surrender and trust that, you know. And as, and again, it's all happening in divine will. As you learn to just be with yourself, that you'll be able to sit in those emotions that were neglected through the years. And see, then you start to learn yourself, and then you start to um, realize that my relationship with self is vital. It's very important. So now that helps me learn to go here and here and here and speak to people and not attach my emotions to it. That being said, is this divine justice that's upon us coming from higher source. I like to speak on my eye, you know, and speaking about even before, you know, we learn about, okay, where do we come from? Some people, you're going to realize, and when you do your research on this is what's really going to drive a lot of people off the rockers, is that some of you have ancient blood. Some of you are royalty. Some of you are learning that, oh wow, my ancestors were this. Yes, indigenous people were royalty, chiefs, you know, queens and kings, emperors, a lot of stuff that you're learning where your bloodline comes from. It's not to say everybody, but you know that it's in your DNA. So you are the ones that, again, these will be your chosen leaders or your elected leaders. You are here. Let me express to you this. Some of you are not even supposed to be living the fucking way you're supposed to be doing. That's just real. Not even what we call this poverty or what we call these certain things that are happening. Let me express to you what's happening. The unveiling of the divine feminine is that when we're scraping through and, you know, digging into this darkness, and then we're learning the importance of spirituality and learning what we're here to do, there's a calling upon your life. You think you just, no, that is a purpose. You're doing that. And so we're learning these things, and now you're like, wow, you're coming into a higher awareness and consciously. And as you're learning these things, you are chosen to share this message. And see, that's the choice of learning to stay in the darkness and sharing these things into the light. And see, that's the warfare right there between the dark and the light, is deciding, you know, which I want to serve. And it's not so much of a side, it's so much of like what one will allow themselves to be consumed by. So that's why it's like the world, everything is happening so rapidly. You're gonna have some people again overnight, or just not. It's gonna happen like this. Boom. People are gonna come. They're gonna want to pour into your life. They're gonna want to, uh, you know, they're gonna be drawn to your light, and you have to stand in that power. So you know who you are. What else, Spirit? You're gonna see a lot of, when I say people coming, you're gonna see a lot of people that are going to reconnect with the living of how there was a chief, and there were midwives, and there were what some may call them midwives, or you're gonna see like the sense of tribal, a tribe. You know how people say, "Oh, this is family." I like this. Family is not the same as a tribe or soul tribe. And so who I'm speaking to is my soul tribe, or even those who are drawn to this video. It's speaking the fact of like, this is what's happening in the world, people. You're going to have people from everywhere, different cultures and creeds that will come together. And you're going to have families, I'll use the word family, that mix. And see, that has something to do with, they're not, when they're not driven by ego, they're not concerned about, okay, if this child looks like this. Okay, this child looks like this, or they come from this culture. No, it's gonna be, the foundation is gonna be built upon, like, that mother, those mothers having, that genuine love, that, seeing from the spirit, or, or whatever religion's belief they may have, but they're seeing that the bigger picture, or all of this is more of the love that we're integrating, or the love that we're emitting, so that we can bring more of a peaceful experience to life. And see, this is, if you ask a mother that is really in tune with herself, and she's learning to love herself, learning to nurture herself again. And see, this is what most of us are going through. We are unlearning the patterns of the world. We have unlearned. We're unlearning that, okay, this doesn't sit right with my soul anymore. This doesn't sit right with me. So now I got to go be with myself, learn what it really is. Because truthfully, the patterns I saw with my family growing up, or the patterns I saw, that wasn't love. Okay, that's called acknowledging the problem. Okay, now what's the solution? I like to say solution. Now, what's the solution to this? Okay, I am the solution. Now I want to attract people that can be a part of that solution, and no longer, want to come in and be like a problem or add to that. Okay, how can you come into my life being that it's, this sister or this sister, or, what are you going, what are you coming and helping and assisting? Whether it be, you may have this financially, or this person may have this intellectually, this person may have this knowledge. Okay, now I built my own table, but then again, what are you coming in and, okay, this is what you're offering. Okay, this is what I'm offering. Okay, now how can we build upon this? And so that's what's happening in the world. A lot of us are facing our shadows. We're facing our darkness, and some relationships, a lot of us that may have been in, whether it been, we have a child by someone, or we have people have been married, or, learning their relationships through. And see, this is a mirror. We're learning the relationships, or the connections we had with family, had past tense. And then now when we're creating a new, or then when we're attracting people that are soulfully on our level, intellectually, spiritually, and then that leads us in a physical way of um, having a more peaceful and harmonious life, whether it be not, you know, some people may get an RV. I'm telling you, like, some people may want to travel the world. Again, people are going to come in And it's because of you have done the work, or you have done what you needed to do to attract these things. And so that peace and that work that you've done is going to allow you to just walk away from what no longer serves you, because your soul knows this. And it's not going to matter how much someone has, it's what someone can come in and offer, in a sense of, I have this to offer. It's going to be built upon truth and honesty and sincerity. And all of that is love. And then whether someone may have $10, this person may have, this, but you know that this can be built and this can be created upon love. As the story I shared, if you don't know, the story I shared about the woman and the three men. And see, now that's what's happening and unfolding, because there's a lot of things in this world that are happening, and a lot of moments, a lot of things that are beyond our control. So we have to focus inwardly and focus on what we're here to do, being still, meditating, learning new ways of life, learning how to unlearn and relearn, and learning, we're creating something new here. And so, again, everyone's not going to do the same thing. That's what the part of the great awakening and the great gathering is about, is that the awakening is happening around the world, everywhere, every day, every moment. People are this isn't just no coincidence. People are walking away from, these jobs, or, look at the movies. The movie Soul. I mean, it's clearly speaking about these things, how some people are chosen here to help the collective. Some people here are actually doing what they're called to do. And maybe that's just part of doing nothing, or wanting to stay in the darkness. But some of you know that when you get that call, it's going to keep calling, it's going to keep knocking, boom, 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 boom. But I love it, and it's the beauty of, because a lot of us it's the surrenderance. People are not going to want to struggle. You're not coming here to struggle and suffer. So that's a part of the surrenderance, and allowing the ego to dissolve, and being in that place of honoring that divine feminine and masculine. And see, this is having to do with, even you see in our relationships, these children, these star seeds come to show us, like, okay, mom, you've been in this masculine energy for too long. Dad, you've been in this, feminine energy. You've been in these, and that's the tilting of the scales in a way. Some of us have been in this energy for so much, then now it's like the neutral, the balance now, balancing those scales, and learning now for our men to be more in their masculinity and honoring that. And this is not something that's like aggressive. This is something that it's like honoring the father, learning to first surrendering and honor the divine feminine, and that's honoring the women, or the divine feminine aspect of ourselves, honoring the darkness, and then honoring, same goes for women. It's like you're learning to honor the feminine aspect, and learning to honor that, surrendering to that darkness of who you truly are. Those things that you've been taught to, oh, you're crazy, or you're evil, and all this delusional shit. Same with men. It's like, oh, you growing up in these homes, like, all those things that happened up to this moment had to happen for us to get this awareness now, for people to come together in these moments to share, to offer their, whether it be, some may have this, offer their cup of love in a way. And so, the truth of the matter is, like, Spirit is saying, it's like, from up to this moment, and it's not to say everyone, Some of us have been in this place of feeling like they're half, or pouring from an empty cup, or pouring from a place of emptiness in a way, and not seeing themselves as whole as they do now. So the purpose of this balance and being neutral and honoring the feminine, masculine traits and aspects of ourselves is knowing that's the wholeness of who you are. Some days one may, be in this surrenderance and, energy and nurturing themselves, the divine feminine, and then honoring that aspect. Some may want to take action, that masculine state, and do something. But it all shows that it's all intertwined. And so this is the awareness now those that have, learned what it is to do the shadow work or the dark night of the soul, or go through these things and seeing that purpose in, oh, this is why I had to experience this. This is why my relationship with my mother, father, or with these people are the way that it is. And so I learn not now to take it, it's not ever personal. Now it's like I'm learning to, when I surrender to my emotions, the darkness, the divine feminine aspect, I'm learning now to, with that surrenderance and honoring those emotions now is allowing me now to, when I come encounter or connected with someone who hasn't or does not know the importance of what honoring those emotions are, such as, we have connections like that with people. They don't know what it is to honor their emotions. So they react off emotional impulse. See where I'm getting at? And so everything is connected, and we're learning through relationships. We're learning through encounters with other people. And so that is teaching us again the response to others when I know that they're not in this place, or they haven't done what the work that I've done. And there's no judgment. It shows us the non-attachment, to the non-attachment of the illusion of control. And see, that's the ego. Ego wanting to be acknowledged. Oh, even arguing, all these things. So again, like, these are beautiful moments to where we are, you know who you are. You're the God in light for some. Even if unconsciously you're not aware what you're doing. Some of us still are guiding others. People are just reminders of why we did the work that we did, and why it is important for us to move forward on our journey. Why is it important for us to now walk into our destiny and never look back? Because, so many of us are walking away from everything. I'm telling you, that's why I be speaking about these connections that were never. This is why you're seeing a lot of connections that were never. It wasn't. Let's just say it wasn't love there on some people's part, but we're meeting people again. We're meeting others that they weren't in the line as we were, but they were mirroring to us, what we're here to do. So yeah, I don't even know what this video is going to really be about, but I trust and know that it will resonate with someone. So just remember that the world, truthfully, is like the mask. Oh, that's been revealed. Mask on. Okay, yeah, mask on. Hey, but that's what it is. It's like this is who I really am. Hey, look, laughter good for the soul. This is who I really am. Ugh, take me as I am. But that's really what the fucking world. This is really what people are saying. Like, this is who I really am. It's like, oh my God, this is who I really am. Oh my God, oh my God. No, but yeah, this is what's really happening. So the thing is, like, how can we really judge people? How can we really judge people? This is who I really am. in as much as people want to hide it, no, you cannot. This is part of the divine order. No one can hide. No one. It's like the wicked is running and they know it. No one can run and hide. You can't hide. You can't run away from this sunset, girl. Oh, baby. Mm-hmm. You can't hide from the light. Mm-hmm. And see, some of us here too. I know me. Some of us are here to come down and to bring that divine justice. We're sent here for that purpose. You can't run. You know who you are. Again, nothing is going back to the same, my loves, beloved ones. Nothing. Nothing. People are going to do their own thing now because that's the liberating feel. It's like they're going to do what they love. They're going to do what they want. And that's through love, because they love to do it. You know, they love that. Gosh, can you blame people for doing what they love? No. But these are beautiful and celebratory moments, man. You just gotta surrender and trust. Surrender to it. Breathe. You get from that place of not longer see that fear allows one to chase after what they want. And it's not even, or chase after what they need. But the soul naturally, when you get to that place, is gonna attract what it knows it needs or what it wants. It's gonna naturally attract it. You know, see, that's being in love. Love knows that, okay, these things are gonna flow to me. I'm gonna attract it through. If my intentions are pure in what I'm doing, I'm gonna attract those that are like-minded or those that are aligned to what I'm doing. See, that fear is like desperation. You know, oh, I gotta do this. It's like impulsively, and you know, it's still a lesson in that, as it's still a lesson in everything else. So the beauty of it all is that we're all here to learn these lessons together. All right? Okay. I am teaching, and at the same moment, when someone comes upon my journey, I'm learning to listen and see that I become the teacher. You know. Peace and blessings manifest with every lesson learned. Okay. I just be getting some random stuff, but I love it. Okay. But may do another video soon. I just had it feels so good just to get these videos off and release it. Cause they don't, it's not even about if it makes sense. It all makes sense. Does it have to make sense to some? No, it doesn't matter. Who cares about them, they, who, and them? This is for you and you and you. But look, man, stay in gratitude. Give gratitude to your lessons, to everything. And even if you're in a place right now where you may seem like, wow, how am I gonna get through this? What's next? Don't worry about what's next. What's next has already happened. It's already unfolded. It's already unfolded. Just like I did this video. It's a thing of the past now. Everything I've said is in the past. Everything I've done is in the past. So, peace and love and blessings and clarity and harmony. Keep on keeping on. Keep on loving yourselves. Yeah. Smile. You know. Shine your light. If you want to shine, well, darkness don't shine. If you want to stay there, stay there. But guess what? Someone's going to shine their light on you one day. You cannot hide. But go journal. Go do something. Go do something fun today. It'll change your whole... And stay in gratitude. That shifts everything. Like I said, I don't know, man. Be still, rest. Like I said, so much is happening. You know. I said, I love you all. I be getting in so much of a day. I love seeing the leaves fall. I don't know. It's so random, man. Just a weirdo, I guess. You know, that's fine with me. That's fine. All right. Y'all take care of y'all. Make sure you like, share, subscribe this with somebody or the other videos or whatever it is. And remember, it's never personal, man. It's never personal. It's only an experience. We're here to experience life as we know it. And the only way that can change, if you renew your mind, you go into the mirror today and you tell yourself, self, we're going to enjoy this freaking day. We're going to make the best of it. We're going to love it. You know, things may come, but guess what? They come and they go. Just like the seasons, they come and they go. Like people, they come and they go. Just like me, I'm just passing through. Right? But yeah. Look, let your inner essence, let your, you know, let everybody have fun. Your demons too, let them have fun. They want to have fun. Let your everything have fun. That's all I'm saying. Let your everything express itself. You know, because it's gonna come out eventually. People, you know, y'all be wanting to hold stuff in. It's gonna come out. All right now. Go get creative. Put that creativity to use, or you know, just sit back and relax and enjoy the ride. Shalom.